Bonjour, welcome back to my channel. I'm DMC, I'm an artist based in Atlanta. If you'd like to check some of my work, I'm gonna put that below the link of my social media and my portfolio. I hope everybody's doing great today. Today, I want to talk about my journey going to regionals. I believe on Saturday, it was on Saturday. On Saturday, I posted a community post and I put a picture of going to the regionals, and I think on previous video I already mentioned I was gonna go to regionals. So I'm gonna be talking my experience and how did I do. Okay, let's get into it. I'm going to be putting some timestamps so you guys can know when I'm gonna be doing my deck portfolio. Probably after I'm done telling my experience, I'll do a deck portfolio, and if you just want to jump into it, I'll put a timestamp below. So yes, so I got there in good time. We went with the gang. So how will be Yugi or Joey say the gang? So we went there. We got there in time. One of our friends, actually, he almost didn't make it, so we were nervous. Besides that, I got there in time, like I mentioned, writing my deck list. Obviously, that's where I took the pictures and posted so you guys could see that I was there. Besides that, it was very full. It was more than 300 duelists, so that was a little intimidating. I was nervous, to be honest. I was very nervous, at the same time excited, like I mentioned on the post, because I like events like that, right? Besides that, we were waiting to get, pair with the duelist. My very first duel. Okay, so I didn't know. I thought I was gonna get first duel was gonna be something not meta, but my first duel was with Snake Eye.
Bruh.
A lot of Snake Eye deck, definitely. I was not expecting it. I'm gonna tell you guys, I fought. I think that was one of the duels I ever duel with someone that I didn't give up, because when I see somebody building a board, I'm like, you know what, I surrender, right? So I remember clearly what I had. I had Nibiru, I have Infinite Impermanent, and I have Bystials, I think I have one Bystial. So I definitely Nibiru them. I didn't wait to 5 summonings. I waited to like 7 or 6 and I Nibiru them. They're still going. I Infinite Permanent them and they're still going. So it was very interesting how this deck is completely unbeatable. And at that point, he OTK. Definitely, I try my best. He get rid of Nibiru. He set my Bystials to the back of the road. Second duel, I had 2 Bystials, and I already knew it was like, fuck. I'm sorry. I was like, shit. I already knew I was done because I try to. They play fire, and having two Bystials Magnum on my hand was just not a good thing. Well, I try to interrupt them by banishing them some of their dark element cards, and unfortunately that was not enough because at the end he would just set my 2 monsters in the back road. So that was my very first duel. My second duel, I went against Tier Element. I definitely opened really bad. I noticed that my mistake is that I don't activate or call the effects from the grave. So that's my problem, because on Master Duel they do it a lot for you. They just let you know there's something engraved that you can activate or you can use the effect. So I think my mind completely skipped that part. When it was their turn, I forgot that Tyneclad, when I sent Mary J, when I activated Mary J's effect, I didn't use Tyneclad's effect. Tyneclad could have saved me because they had a dark monster in their field. I could have had Tyneclad grab Albaz, set Albaz to the field, and then use Poly with, well, you know, a fusion of Albaz with their monster. At least I could have done Garura. But besides that, that was my unfortunate moment that I'm like, shoot, Tier Element. So that was my second duel. My third one was with Sword Soul. Definitely opened really bad. Again, my mistake. I blame myself. I forgot to activate Despia Tragedy from the grave. I could have just, you know, use something from the grave. I had almost full combo, but I guess I got very nervous. I got very discouraged. So that's what happened. I got very discouraged. I'm like, I don't have it first round. I'm not gonna have it anymore. I'm gonna get OTK. So that was unfortunately my problem from the grave. Activate everything from the grave and just trying to understand what they're doing, because that's the other thing. I'm not saying anybody's cheating, but you have to be careful with what your opponent is doing. And also, one of my problems is that, I mean, unfortunately, it's not that I know every single deck, but I kind of know what's going on, but at the same time I'm paying attention, you know. And now for the fourth duel, I went against Yubel. I'm like, this deck, the Yubel deck, it's crazy. The Yubel deck is like you literally hitting yourself unfortunately for the damage. So that's unfortunately something, that's my problem. I didn't know anything about the Yubel deck. I think it's called Pain. I gotta look for it. What is called that spell card that have Pain at the end? I can't remember. That card is just very broken, and this deck was they built everything around Yubel, so it was hard to get rid of. It was hard to go around and try not to not take damage, but at the end I was still taking damage no matter what. So it was a lose. I'm so sorry, but I'm so sorry. I tried my best, and a lot of you guys were so sweet saying that you know, even if I do bad, what matters to be there. Even if I didn't get the invite to go to the nationals, I'm still going. But it's an experience. I definitely love my deck, and it was funny because one of the duelists, when I tried to do banishment of the Dark Lord, they were like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Dark Lord? You don't know what a Dark Lord?" So I understand Dark Lord is very not very, but it's underrated. Not a lot of people knows about the Dark Lord. When I summon Indulge, I was trying to go crazy on my deck. So it's not that I'm trying to, you know, pat myself in the back. I still, you know, I gotta understand that I've gone through a lot. Like, I've moved all of stages, and to the point that I'm not that scared, but at the same time I get a little discouraged when I don't open good. So that was my problem. I think I had 2 win on the dice rolls from my 4 duel. After my 4 duel, I'm like, I can't top, because that's the thing. If you lose 3 times and you win in the 4th, you can have 5 wins and you can kind of top. After I lost in the 4th, I'm like, that's it, But yes, it was a really good experience. I was waiting for the voice actor of My Valentine. I don't think she was there. I think she came to the store. She got to the store when I left. I already had it, but I wanted to have her sign or something, but at this point I was very discouraged. Besides that, I really enjoy the event. They had a lot of cool things around, and also they had like these, I was gonna try these Dragon Ball Z drinks, and I was like, no, I better not drink something different because bathrooms are limited. So besides that, I really had really fun, and it's really a good experience, to be honest. When you play with somebody else, it'll help you kind of get that nervous or that shy thing that you have to now be a little more open while playing. It's a very, very different from Master Duel. Definitely you don't see the highlighted things and all that kind of stuff, but I definitely recommend to play Duel with someone that's like that, like live. I was trying to do a Dark Lord Monday, but since this is kind of Dark Lord related, also I've been going around, like I mentioned last week. I was a little crazy, not crazy, but a little busy since I'm gonna be working at a tattoo shop. If you guys don't know, I'm a tattoo artist. So besides kind of being a duelist on Yu-Gi-Oh, I do art and I do tattoos as well. So I've been trying to deal with that, and at the same time trying to still upload on YouTube. But definitely I try my best on practicing. I was practicing the best I can, but I think Snake Eye and Voiceless are the top deck that were at that location at the regionals. What's gonna happen in nationals? I think that's gonna be the top. Snake Eye and Voiceless at this point, So that's my expectations, So that was my experience. Definitely, I'm happy. Unfortunately, I got beat. What I notice a lot about my deck is that it breaks a lot. And am I planning on changing anything? No, but what I noticed on Master Duel since I logged in yesterday, because since on Saturday I was tired, I didn't want to play anymore. They limited opening, so that's a big problem for me on Master Duel, because if you guys know, I play with 2 openings, so that's a problem, and I am like, I hope they don't hit that on the TCG format. So I'm not planning on fixing so far my deck. I think my deck is okay. It's just unfortunately because I'm playing Dark Lord. Dark Lord don't have any engine that can help my deck, so I'm relating so heavy on Despia because of Fairy, and also I'm relating on Branded and Bestial. And I know I got a lot of feedback from my friends saying, maybe you're playing too much engines. But the thing is, I want to play with Dark Lords. It's not about Branded, but I want to play with Dark Lords, and it was fun to write your deck, and it's just based on Dark Lord. So yeah, so now we're gonna start with the deck profile, or kind of what I brought to the regionals. If you guys hear something snoring, that is actually Mika. So I'm trying to fix myself because I look like a ghost, but it's okay. So these are the monsters. First, obviously I have a Dark Lord Ukubak, 2 Axials, 1 Indulge, Dark Lord. I don't know if you guys can see it. Dark Lord Superbia, and then I have Dark Lord Morningstar as well. Then I have Ad Libitum, Dramaturge, Aluber, 2 Alubers, I don't know if the light, you guys can see it. One Despia Tragedy. Despia Lubellion. Despia, no, it's Bestio Lubellion. Bestio Jewish Womb. Bestio Saroni. Bestio Magnuma. One Incredible Ecclesia. One Blazing Cartesia. And 2 Falling of Albus. So these are like my main monsters on my deck, right? And then I have for like, you know, Hand Traps, Nibiru, Ash Blossom, and 1 Droll. Besides that, for spells or trap, I have obviously Banishment of the Dark Lord, 1 Banishment, 1 Branded in Red, 1 Despia Theater, 2 openings, 2 branded openings, 1 branded regain, 2 branded fusion, 1 fusion deployment, and then for like, you know, randoms, I call them randoms, infinite impermanent, forbidden droplet, Call by the Grave, triple tactics talent, one lightning storm, 1 pot of prosperity, 1 cross out, 1 enemy control, 1 greater polymerization, and 1 super poly. For my extra deck, for my extra deck, I have obviously the Dark Lord, the one you guys saw in the picture, Timeclad, the one I forgot to activate in Grave, Lubellion, the Searching Dragon, Albion, my best friend, the Dusk Dragon, Guardian Chimera, this one best, nice, I love him. My homeboy Masquerade, love Masquerade, love you. Albalinus, the Abyss Dragon, I think that's how you pronounce him. Despia, not gonna say the name, Quartetes. Superstar Slayer Typhon. I have End Punisher 1, and obviously Chaos Angel, sometimes comes Clutch. Mud Dragon of the Swamp because of Poly, and Garura because of Super Poly. So this was my deck that I took on regionals. I swear, I hope you guys, if you hear Mika snoring, it's Mika, okay? It's not a ghost. So, God. For my sighting deck, I have Artifacts Lancia, Ghost Bell, Effect Valor, Droll, Traps. I have Evenly Match, 2 Evenly Match, 1 Rivalry of the Warlords, Dimension Barrier, Infinite Impermanent, 1 Summit Limit. Listen, I love now Summit Limit. I was looking for this when they were doing the Snake Eye. I side Summon Limit and never got a Summit Limit in my hand. Super Poly, an extra Super Poly. Dark Lure No More, another Lightning Storm, but that's on the siding. Heartbeat's Feather Duster, and Cosmic Cyclone. He can, I don't know if he stopped snoring, but he's snoring. So that was my deck list or portfolio of my deck, sharing with you guys what I brought to regionals. If you went to regionals, comment down below how was your experience. For me, people were really nice. It was awesome. I love conventions. I love anything involving with like championship, conventions, Yu-Gi-Oh games, video games, anything like that. So I definitely did enjoy it. Besides that, thank you very much for watching. I'm just letting you guys know I have my eye on a new deck. And I'm gonna tell you guys later. So let me kind of make some money, because I think this deck I'll have to buy it everything. When I say buy it, I'm not only saying Master Duel, I'm saying like deck. So I have to buy it because it's something related to. All right, that's a little hint. Okay, so I hope to see you guys in the next one. Au revoir, à la prochaine. Je vous aime beaucoup.